it's Lon Simon, and it is time once again for your weekly wrap-up. Where did this week go? I actually produced more videos than I thought I would this week, so that was pretty cool. I really felt good about that. Hope you did too. My favorite one of the week, of course, was that interview with Tom Kalinske, who is the former CEO of Sega, and he's the guy really responsible for bringing the Sega Genesis into the households of so many people here in the United States, and the Mega Drive, of course, in Europe and other parts of the world. Really made that console into something that we all knew and loved, and is also responsible for making Sonic the Hedgehog the character we all knew and loved and still play with today. So definitely check that out. I have it on my iTunes feed as well at Lon.TV/iTunes in audio form. So if you want to put it on your mobile device and listen to it during your commute or something, definitely check it out. So this week will probably be a slower week. I don't have a lot of cool stuff on the horizon. I'm working on getting a hold of a Lenovo notebook that is running at Windows, and it's obviously nothing all that interesting, but it's running Windows, and it only costs $250. So it's in ChromeOS territory from the price standpoint. And we're going to see Microsoft getting a lot more aggressive now, because ChromeOS is really starting to eat into Microsoft's market share, because people are finding these computers very attractive. The build quality on nearly all of them that I've used has been excellent, far better than the netbooks we saw a couple of years ago. And I even gave one to my mom because she didn't need anything more than a web browser, and they're very low maintenance. They're really great little computers. In fact, here's one right here I'm going to talk about in a second. So Lenovo has one for $249 in 2 different screen sizes that's running Windows 8.1 on an Intel processor. It's not some stripped down version of Windows. So we're going to check that out. Probably more next week than this week, but if I get it in earlier, I will certainly put it up as soon as I get a hold of it. And speaking of ChromeOS, I actually own this one now. This is an HP Chromebox. We already reviewed this before, but there were some things that I didn't do, like benchmarking and that sort of thing. So we're going to do a follow-up on this with some benchmarks. And then what I want to do is get, in this video, get from you some comments about what I should do with this, because I can take it apart, which I will, but maybe we'll try to upgrade the RAM, put in a larger hard drive, but I'd also be interested in hearing some other things you'd like me to try with this, because I do own this thing and I'm willing to turn it into a good test bed for doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So put some comments below and we'll take a look at that. But beyond that, it might be a pretty slow week. I've got a couple of little odds and end products, like a bag and a little clicker for your iPhone camera. Some neat stuff. I think they're pretty cool things, but they're nothing, no real groundbreaking products. But I think as we get into the final quarter of the year and the holiday shopping season's about to begin, we're going to probably see a lot of cool stuff coming our way. I do have that Elgato HD 60 review that'll be up shortly. I just finished shooting it. Very disappointed in its performance, so you'll hear all about that in a little bit as well. So that'll do it for this week's weekly wrap-up. If you want to support the channel, you sure can. I've got that new fan funding link in just about every video, so you can click on there and leave a one-time contribution, or you can become a monthly subscriber on Patreon. And all of that funding is going into buying the stuff that I review, because a lot of it I do have to buy. So if you want to do that, you can certainly help the channel and maybe leave a suggestion of some things that you'd like for me to review. That will do it for this week's weekly wrap-up. Don't forget to subscribe to my email newsletter at Lon.TV/email. I'll be starting to get those going in the next week or two. I'll be doing like weekly emails about some things that are happening on the channel, as well as all the videos I produced in the last week. This is Lon Simon, and thank you for watching.